Alright, what's going on, everyone? Changing up the video today. Gonna do some EA Sports NCAA 11 demo gameplay with some commentary of how I feel about it so far. Obviously, the first thing you notice is you get the great presentation with all EA games. Not that that's necessarily important to the game trying to be a simulation game, but just something that I feel should always be pointed out. EA is definitely good with presentation. But I'm playing as Florida State. It's my team. Kick it up to what I'm guessing is the All-Pro mode, All-American. I don't play too many NCAA games anymore, but I figure let's get on this. First impression, it feels better with the locomotion. The locomotion seems like it's, your players move a little less robotronic, I guess, maybe is what I'm trying to say. But still overall, from the few games that I've played, it still just doesn't feel like I have control. And it almost seems, or not necessarily that I don't have control, but it really feels like it's too easy, like I can do whatever I want. It still has the same terrible animations. You'll see it. It's all in this video. I mean, it looks like the same exact game, just the running's a little bit different due to the locomotion. The game almost feels, maybe just because I'm used to playing Backbreaker, the game almost feels arcade-ish, like fast, speed-wise. It feels ridiculous. The line play, I noticed, seems to be a little less like purgatory blocking. Like right there, the guy was just running out. So that was a little bit ridiculous as I'm talking about the line. It's a little bit better. The game still has such a long way to go. I mean, obviously this is the demo, so if you're an EA fanboy, don't jump down my throat right now. This is just my first impression of it. We'll see when the actual game comes out. I'm gonna rent this game just like I'm gonna rent Madden. But, it still looks like an EA game. It still looks like the same engine they've been using for 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is now. It's probably the best feeling Madden in the best feeling EA Sports football game in a few years. But it's still got a long way to go. I mean, I did this pretty easy. You'll see later on, I pretty much roll down the field like it's nothing. But, the blocking seems to be a little bit improved. The tackling is still the same animations. There's nothing really impressive about that. It's the same damn thing. I almost feel like I'm on ice with this new locomotion. Like, it feels a little bit ridiculous. The players feel like you have a lot more, like, what I'm trying to say is when you're running, you can stop a little easier, and I'd have to make an example of another video what I'm trying to say, but I feel like I have a little more control running, but it almost feels like it's too fast. Like the game just feels really, really fast. I'm not impressed with this at all, but I think Apex said it best. The locomotion is holding this game together. It's just everything's the same. I feel like they haven't tried to improve on anything at all. I'm just doing the same thing over and over, feeding it down our throats. Alright, right here, I pretty much start to find my groove again. And once I get the controls, and I start pretty much scoring with these, except I almost throw a pick right here because I'm just not really paying attention, not really trying. It's another thing about these EA games. You don't have to be like in Backbreaker, you have to really pay attention to everything and recognize what's going on. In this game, you could just kind of sit in the pocket for 25 seconds like this. This is ridiculous. I'm just standing there. I mean, I know they didn't send a blitz, but I'm just standing there in an open field. like I can pick up Madden and I can pick up a NCAA game and just mindlessly go down the field and score, and before I know it, I got 40 points on the scoreboard, and the other team's got 3. So it just still, the game is still like Swiss cheese. There's so many holes in it. At least from what I could see from the demo. Who knows what build of the game this is? I'm interested to see how the locomotion is in the full game. It could be better than we all think. So, right here, typical Madden play. I mean, that's not super unrealistic, but still not, like I said, the game is better, but it's still not that good. I'm interested to see how Madden is whenever that demo drops with this locomotion stuff. Right there, just nowhere to go for the 2-point conversion. There's the same tackling animations where your guy's running and all of a sudden all his momentum stops and he's falling backwards and they're fighting, and just we'll see next year whenever they come out with this new physics thing, that NBA Elite or whatever it's called. Like this plays ridiculous. He just sits out there for 20 seconds and then passes to someone wide open on the field. And it's just, I feel like it's impossible to get around the offensive linemen still. I feel like I have no control when I'm on defense as far as the defensive line goes. Whenever I get a block, I just get sucked onto it, and I can't get off. I mean, I know you can't get in every play and get to the quarterback, but still, I mean, I'm hardly putting any pressure on the quarterback every time I play this game. It's ridiculous. Kick returning is another thing that's easy. Still, it's, I don't feel like it's a challenge. I mean, I don't return over a touchdown every time. Like right here, I have a really good return. The guy's just not fast enough for us. He would have been gone. This is when I just put the game down after this. Didn't even finish it because this is a little ridiculous. I knew where I was going beforehand, and I threw it there, and look what happened. I scored. I wish Florida State was really this good. And it's not like I'm playing on a super easy difficulty. I'm playing on all pro. I mean, it's not all whatever it is, Heisman, whatever the hell they call the difficulty in this game. But whatever. The running seems to be a little bit improved from what I could tell in the demo. I'm getting a little bit more yardage than I would in prior games, at least prior EA games. But overall, not very impressed. The game could be a lot better. Still disappointed in what EA is doing. And just to clear some stuff up, I know I talk bad about EA and the Madden team and everything a lot, and all their football games. I don't want to see. I want to see a bunch of good football games out there, just to clear that up for the EA fanboys. I'm not looking to put EA out of business. I hope that that would just put us back into the situation we have now. We need more competition. That's what Backbreaker's delivering. But I'm not impressed with this game, and that's all I got to say.